Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing on with our fan fictions and we are up to prompt number 4 of KRBK week. And I actually, at the time of recording this one, I'm a little bit more prepared for this one because I have a summary and I have some prompts for tags for myself for when I put it on AO3. I know a couple of the other ones that I have not had that, but this one I did more of that when I was writing this one because I was really excited to write this one. So prompt for day 4, one of the options was sporting event, and I instantaneously knew what I wanted to write for this one. So this one is called Kiss Cam Chaos, and it is by me, obviously, since these are my KRBK prompts or whatever, but we'll just throw it out there. It is for the My Hero Academia fandom, and the ship in this one is Kirishima and Bakugou. The summary for this fic is Eijiro's got one goal in mind: give Katsuki the best birthday ever. He planned a trip, a hockey game, and a surprise that will change everything. All he has to do is say yes. The tags that I wrote for this one are, now mind you, they might not be exact because these are just like prompts for myself, but birthday, proposal, kiss cam, hockey, sports event, public proposal, fluff, romance, canon compliant / canon divergent. They are pro heroes, established relationship, birthday surprise, fluff, humor and comedy, and something about it being angst free. No angst here. Birthday fluff all the way. Here's the fic. Katsuki should have known something was up when Eijiro refused to tell him where they were going. Just pack for cold weather, Eijiro had said, grinning like he wasn't the worst liar on the planet. Katsuki had glared at him across the apartment. It's April. Just trust me. He did, which was annoying. Time passes. The first clue was the air, cold and sharp, cleaner than Tokyo's spring chill. It bit at his cheeks the second they stepped out of the airport, and Katsuki inhaled reflexively. His eyes narrowed as he took in unfamiliar skyline and English signage. Where the hell are we? Eijiro looked like he was physically vibrating with excitement. Happy early birthday! It took Katsuki approximately 5 seconds of scanning his surroundings to see the red maple leaf flags, the merch in the airport shops, the hockey jerseys on passing fans. His eyes widened. No. Eijiro. Eijiro's grin turned blinding. Welcome to Toronto! Specifically, a massive banner across the concourse featuring the blue and white crest of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Katsuki stared at it, then at him. You didn't. I did! And tonight, Eijiro added, unable to contain himself any longer, Leafs versus Montreal Canadiens at the Scotiabank Arena. For a moment, Katsuki said nothing, which for him was catastrophic. You. He cut himself off, jaw tight. You got tickets. Not just tickets. Eijiro pulled 2 passes from his jacket pocket, VIP, right near the glass. Katsuki made a strangled noise that sounded suspiciously like awe and immediately tried to turn it into a scoff. You're insane. Yeah, Eijiro said warmly. About you. Katsuki shoved him hard in the shoulder, but he didn't stop staring at the banner. Time passes. The arena was louder than anything Katsuki had experienced outside of a hero battle. The roar of the crowds rolled like thunder when the teams took the ice. The sounds of skates carving across it, the crack of bodies hitting the boards, the sharp whistle of referees cutting through chaos. It was violent, it was fast, it was perfect. Katsuki leaned forward in his seat, elbows on his knees, eyes sharp and blazing as a player got checked hard into the glass right in front of them. Yes! He barked, slapping the barrier. That's how you do it. Eijiro didn't even pretend to watch the ice for a second. He was watching Katsuki. The way his eyes lit up, the way he grinned when a fight broke out in the second period, the way he leaned forward like he could will the players into hitting harder. It was worth every secret, the flight, and every coordination email. Second intermission hit. The lights dimmed slightly as arena entertainment started up. Katsuki was mid-rant about a missed penalty when the crowd's volume shifted. A wave of laughter and cheering rolled from one side of the arena to the other. He glanced up at the massive jumbotron lazily. "Kiss cam!" Someone a few rows back yelled. Katsuki snorted. Ridiculous. The camera bounced from couple to couple. Quick pecks, dramatic dips, one guy pretending to faint. The crowd loved it. Eijiro went quiet beside him. Katsuki didn't notice. Not until the noise changed, louder, focused. He frowned slightly as people in their section started pointing. Why are they all look? He followed their gazes upward and froze. There they were, 30 feet tall on the screen. The camera zoomed in closer. Katsuki's scowl was immediate and feral. The arena erupted into cheers. Oh, hell no. Eijiro grabbed his jacket and pulled him in and kissed him. It wasn't shy and it wasn't quick. It was warm and firm and confident, like he'd been waiting all night for an excuse, and the crowd lost its mind. When they pulled apart, Katsuki was flushed from the kiss, from the noise, from being very aware that 20,000 strangers had just watched that. You're dead. But the screen didn't cut away. Instead, the replay frame flickered, changed. Text appeared across the massive screen. Katsuki. His breath caught. The arena volume dipped into confused murmurs when the next line appeared. Will you? Katsuki's head snapped towards Eijiro. Katsuki's scowl faltered. The roar of the crowd dimmed in his ears, replaced by a sharp, almost electric silence, or maybe it was just tunnel vision. He followed the movement beside him. Eijiro was smiling. Calm, confident, beautiful. Katsuki's brain short-circuited. What? He blinked. It all clicked at once. The text on the screen, the roar of the crowd, the way his chest jumped. Eijiro was already sliding one knee down onto the arena floor. The crowd erupted instantly. A tidal wave of sound and cheers that almost made Katsuki stumble back in disbelief. The kiss cam had been cute, fun, embarrassing, but this was catastrophic. Eijiro held something small in his hand, a ring, gleaming even under the harsh arena lights. You make every moment unforgettable. Eijiro's voice carried surprisingly steady over the chaos. I want every birthday after this one too. Will you marry me? Katsuki's jaw dropped. Red flooded his face, equal parts fury, shock, and something he wasn't going to admit right now. You dragged me across the world for this. His voice came out rough, barely audible over the screaming crowd. Eijiro grinned wider, never breaking eye contact. Of course I will, you idiot. Katsuki's scowl softened into a grin. A sharp, mischievous, absolutely alive grin as he lunged forward to grab Eijiro, pulling him into another kiss, this one less careful, less staged, more them. The roar of the crowd went completely feral. Phones waved, fans cheered, and the camera above them caught every second. Somewhere behind the glass, a Leafs player high-fived a teammate. Somewhere in the crowd, someone chanted their names. But Katsuki barely noticed. Right now, the arena could be on fire. He didn't care. He had Eijiro, and he had the best birthday ever. All right, friends, thank you so much. I literally knew as soon as I saw sporting event that it had to be hockey because 100% Bakugou would love hockey because it's so like violent and if anything, it just had to be. It just was perfect. And then I was like, oh my God, kiss cam, that would be so fun. So yeah, this one, I don't think it was the first one that I wrote, but it was definitely one of the earlier ones that I wrote for the prompt. I always end up managing to write them out of order because I go with which ones I think would be the easiest ones to write first and then go back and fill in. But I hope you guys liked this one. I hope you thought it was super fun, super cute, super fluffy. I hope that you will come back tomorrow and join me for prompt number 5. And if you do, I'll see you next time.